asked how many our international shares are there, and show that we have more than 30 of them. Now, in the beginning, there were three contact person that we're experimenting with, and now all three of them are now back in Taiwan, and Sister Wendai is among one of them. And today she will be sharing about the youth accountability in study groups. And next we will have stories from Turkey. So let's welcome our speaker with our chant. Dear Master, Bowmasters, and all the study group buddies, I hope you all have a good day. My name is Wendai, and today I would like to share with you the winter edition of 2023 from November. And our topic is the youth accompanying studying groups. So towards the end of 2020, many of the schools were closed due to the COVID pandemic. And even so, they were switched to a online indirect learning methods. Upon hearing that, many Tzu Chi volunteers donated computers and supplied those to remote areas to give them opportunity that can still continue their studies. Tzu Chi also work with a online digital learning platform, Pagomo, and then to have more than 2,000 students and pair them with teams, more than 750 of the adult teams. So in the global, there are more than 90,000 students participating. Through games, they learn about environmental protection and disaster prevention. So as you can hear from these images, the young kids were learning alongside of some of the older volunteers. It shows us how important education is, and not to dismiss the effort of a firefly, as such a little fickle flame can still light up any dark place. So now let us listen to what Master has shared about the importance of education. So I call upon these college students to join in, and they could accompany the kids, the younger kids, help them with their homework, so that even though school is closed, their education, their learning never stopped. And even when they're at home by themselves, there's somebody with them, and they can learn from them. Because as we know, kids cannot stop learning. We still have to be with them. So I say that even though school is closed, education never stops. And I'm very grateful that our CEO really acted on it. Immediately called out for everyone to the participation and supplying both manpower, supplies. So very grateful for Master. Upon the end of the pandemic, this study group have grown internationally. We have worked with the Taipei Normal University with their Chinese learning, Mandarin learning programs, and asking a lot of college students to join in. The foundation, Tzu Chi Foundation, also provided training classes on how to more effectively facilitate learning online. They the college students showed a lot of patience working with young kids, and when it's winter or summer break, they would go and visit the students overseas. So let's see what they do when they were visiting them abroad. So Tzu has supported these international efforts to Thailand, Malaysia, Philippines, and even Turkey. And it's very beneficial for the kids that are joining in this program. And it's not just for their school, but also their whole person development. In Tzu school, Manor House School in Turkey, we have Tzu volunteers who are there to join them. And they know that there's a lot of students who cannot go to their normal school, so they have to learn on their own because of their refugee label. In addition, Tzu volunteers also visited Tzu schools in Thailand. They visited a, a funeral home because there was a family there with a kid with depression, and because his parents has passed away, they cannot go to school. Now, because they could go online, they could continuously study with and growing with the kids and never stop the learning process. So very grateful for their efforts and their involvement, and we have received acclaim for this project, or even from the presidents or the Ministry of Education. And they had the opportunity to share with the president what they have learned and receiving their recognition for the project. These pictures shows you that our volunteers visiting the places that they were working with. And this in particular is the Madahal School in Turkey. And not just talking to them and interacting with them, they actually go into their homes to learn more about their living conditions, their household status. So let us listen to what they learn from that. So this conference is the happiest moment in their lives. When 30 some students come back to from their visit in Turkey, they were sharing the abode, and they were teaching Mandarin through games, and the kids there really loved the classes. All of our college volunteers were very happy to see them as well. And in addition to helping with studies, they visited local families and give them goods and monetary supplies. Many of them, after receiving their cards, they will give them a hug and show their gratitude, and it really made them feel warm. And it's not just providing them with opportunity to learn Mandarin, but rather it's also the opportunity to bring blessing from 8,000 kilometers away. And they brought back gifts from Manahal schools from the students. As masters share that with more people, our power grows, and we have to sow our blessings mindfully. That way, we will have a very strong power and to make anything happen. So very grateful for Master sharing and the efforts of our young volunteers. So this program is not just to educate and to accompany, but rather also an opportunity to open the perspective of our young volunteers. Like in the Manor House School, and many of them shared, or many of them learned that the students there, that their wish is to go back to their country, and they learned that war is not just a few lines in a book, but rather it is a turbulent time where their worlds turn upside down. And this person, well, in this picture is a Ciqing named Cai Peishan. And this is also the second time she was there to share her inspirations, what she have learned, and also to recruit or ask for donations or support. And so far, she has received more than 240,000 NT support. So thank you all for listening, and we're very grateful for Sister Wendai for her sharing. And then, and we're also want to share with you that she's also our editor for some of our posters. Now, if we receive an introduction that has a lot of words that won't fit on our posters, also I always send it to Sister Wendai to take care of that. And we're very grateful that whenever we have opportunity to follow the Master in Hualien, we're very grateful for our team members from all over the world. And at this moment, I'm also very grateful for Sister Wendai. And if I not remember correctly, that might be her third guided reading. And because we're doing it virtually, we can see a delay. And very grateful for some of our feedback, saying that education is something that needed to continue from youth, and from the start when they're young. And next week there are 32 participants from Turkey who will share with us that even though they do not speak the same language as us, they still provided us with the English and Mandarin introductions and slides. And Brother Hu Guangzhong also had them practice and rehearse so that to take full advantage of the time. So a lot of the feedback, I'm sure, is still brewing. So let's just show our gratitude for her right now. And now, just to reply from our Malaysian response supporters, there are 3 Malaysian translators because all 3 of them does not understand Chinese, but so they translate via English. So, so they're very grateful that we're able to share through the native language in Malaysia through the English translation. So next we'll have to follow up to our